The grades 3 to 5 developmental project provided a valuable opportunity to observe the common developmental qualities of this age group applied to the school setting. The motor development of this age group developed incrementally, with students in grade 3 commonly using writing supports such as pencil grips, while students in older grades were rarely seen using them. Detailed illustrations of curricular content were also employed in the upper grades as a method to assess mastery along with more traditional assessments. Precision equipment, such as with science experiments, was employed in the upper grades while the younger grades used common items such as balls and ropes to perform hands-on discovery lessons addressing the science curriculum. Students in this age group were observed as being energetic and awkward with gross motor movements, which required classroom configurations to include sufficient space for transitions. Students became fidgety after sustained concentration, and several rooms observed integrated active elements as interludes to the intense sessions of academics observed. Appropriately sized flexible seating was seen in all classrooms to facilitate the movement and coordination needs of this enjoyable age group. The cognitive development of grades 3 to 5 was observed as including deeper discourse and more abstract concepts. Brain breaks were necessary for processing time and to allow information to transition into long-term memory. A gradual release of information acquisition was seen in this age group, and students now began to interact with new concepts through independent reading. This reading also began to include broader concepts such as cultural applications, which students were increasingly able to address concurrently. Memorization aided with research-based strategies approximated the skills of much older students when used with lists of simple related items. Increased rigor remained an area of need for the cognitive development of students grades 3 to 5. Wake County's adoption of EL observed fully integrated in all classes, observed with the module lessons and all block segments delivered with overall fidelity. Teachers expressed the need for quality formative assessments from the county, though, to better determine and meet the needs of their varied learners during all block. Fluency with prosody was observed as developing through grades 3 to 5, but not all classrooms had sufficient high-interest text at all reading levels. Another missing element in classrooms observed were age-appropriate decoding materials that would have allowed students to remain in the classroom while having their reading deficiencies addressed. Authentic writing was also common in these classrooms, employing the writing process fully with peer editing. Unfortunately, students in this age group showed a decreasing amount of resiliency when disappointment arose or an individual's performance did not meet the expectations of their own abilities. One school observed addressed this need with the Positivity Project, but county funding for such social-emotional programs would enable even more students to access these important programs. Students' moods appeared and then dissipated quickly during observations, as often seen in upper elementary students. One school observed channeled this quality through an extensive readers' theater program in which several students explored talents in theater, tech design, and costume creating. Providing a wide variety of such opportunities across more elementary schools in Wake County would allow a greater number of students the benefit of discovering their own budding talents to then strengthen self-concept. The identity of this age group included an embracing of jokes and humor, which several teachers infused into lessons to the delight of their students and the support of sustained engagement. As students in grades 3 to 5 now see themselves as members of teams outside of their own being, group work was often employed successfully, and students chose peers of the same gender when given a choice. Even at the 5th grade level, many students still aspire to please adults and enjoy acclaim from accomplishments delivered in front of their peers. Seeing themselves as industrious, students observed produced a large volume of work very quickly, often at the expense of accuracy, though. A natural competitive element in these grades fueled activities in which academic skills were reviewed in a game setting. Areas of need across the observations included more opportunities for collaborative problem solving and adult support with processing the student need for perceived fairness, a common topic of struggle seen in these grades. The students in grades 3 to 5 were delightful to observe in light of their unique developmental stages on their path toward even greater success in middle school.